Hey, I'm mocking it. Hey, are you a trash?
A single trash.
Oh.
And is you an asshole?
Or welcome to trasholes. Oh, we're in the opera now. Thought we were in New York. Oh wait, New York does have opera. Oh
Jesus.
Hey, so it's a bit late, but
It's only the 6th. We didn't promise this like on New Year's Day or anything.
Thank God. Woo, I was busy eating pizzas.
What was that sound? Oh my god, she's dying. I blew into my beer bottle and it's music.
It's so loud.
I know it was. Wow.
I'm so glad we have it.
So anyway.
What up? So we said we wanted to make a list of like the best movies. We Benny being a troublemaker.
The best movies that we saw
Of 2018.
2018. I can't do it now.
No, it was loud.
I can't do it on command.
Whew, God, that hurt my ear. I was like, whoa. Okay, Zelda, calm down.
You can't do it on command, but
But yes, so we made a list of our top 10 movies for 2018.
yes. But to be honest, we saw more than 10 that
Yes.
we really liked. So
We couldn't.
we
it was
narrowed
hard.
down at least like a top 10, but we're going to talk about some other ones that we really liked.
Honorable mentions.
Plus a few that we did not like so much. Which there weren't that many, though, to be honest. Because I was just saying to her that I feel like at this point in my life, I just know, like, I'm not going to waste my time. I'm not going to waste 2 hours of my life on that piece of garbage.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. And so we hope that you guys see some of these movies in this list because they're really good. They're so good. And
Really
it's not the same genre or anything, so we hope this list helps you.
Well,
If you
half
like
of
something.
them are.
Well, you know what? You know what? You're right.
But whatever.
Meow. All right.
So these are in no particular order, except for number 1. We picked a number 1.
Mhm. But the rest is
It wasn't easy, but you know.
no particular order. Yeah.
All right. So
All right. Go ahead.
the first one on our list is Game Night.
Game night.
That movie was I did not expect to like it as much as I did. And it had a really good soundtrack, too.
Yeah.
I think about that a lot. I'm like, why was that soundtrack so good? But he's pushing it. But yeah, it was super funny. But not only that, it was like cross genre. Like it had other aspects.
It was action and like
Yeah.
oh, it was so good. I'm like,
so
whoa, what is going on here? You're funny, good music, interesting plot, good characters.
Yeah.
I enjoyed all the characters, and it was just like action packed, but like a good, like oh, it's a mystery. It's so good.
So good. So good. Like, I know this, we're starting, no, like I said, these aren't in order because I can't even pick, like, well, this is the worst out of the 10.
Yeah, no, they're all good.
They're all good. They're all good.
But the number 1 is you gotta see
tippy
it.
top.
Tippy top.
Tippy top. So number 2.
Number 2, A Quiet Place.
Yeah, that movie was, I remember I was like, that was like an edge of my seat kind of movie. I was so like stressed out for them.
Oh my god. Especially oh
Oh,
my god when when the mom had to be quiet at the worst moment. Oh my god. It was so good. And it was like new too. I like how the whole movie went out with no one talking.
Yeah.
And that is great. Like, that's how good these actors in these movies and these characters were for me. Like, actions speak louder than words. Oh, the dad and the daughter. Like, it's good. It was so good. It got to me.
Yeah,
it got me.
It was really interesting, too. I was really glad we
cried.
saw that movie without anyone else in the theater, though, because it was so quiet.
Yeah.
And people just ruin movies anymore. Like, I hate to say it because I love going to the theater, but I feel
even we didn't talk throughout the movie.
We were just like silent. I'm sorry, my cat is going fucking crazy, but whatever. All right. Next movie on our list was Incredibles 2.
Incredibles 2.
Because it's about dang time.
Oh, god damn it!
It took them 14 years. 14 years. But I loved how it just, like, picked up right where the other one left off.
Yes!
That was my favorite thing about it.
That's what I was hoping.
Yeah.
I was hoping.
I was hoping.
No, because as a kid, when you saw that, I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
And then, like, growing up, you're like, oh, that movie was good. I wish there was a second one. And then you read it's coming out, you're like, oh. And then it started off as it ends, and I'm like, yes, thank you. Thank you. I'll still like the movie if it was taking place in
I mean, yeah.
But I'm like, no, thank you. You made the right choice.
You did me right, Pixar,
that movie,
as usual.
Oh my god, I suggested that movie to my family, and they're like, oh shit, it's out. When, like, that movie still made me laugh. And it felt beautiful because it made me laugh as a kid, and then it made me laugh as an adult, and it was good. It was really good.
I need to watch the first one again.
My reviews, it was really good.
It was so good.
It's so good. It was incredible.
Times 2.
Times 2. All right. Oh, Jesus. I like how we go from Incredibles 2 to this movie.
To
Hereditary.
Oh, why did you do it? Why did you do it?
I'm remembering what the Facebook group said. Okay, no, say this, and this is the review.
Okay, so Hereditary is like a horror movie, if you don't know what it is.
Yes.
And it's like about this family that the mom in it, who's like the daughter of this lady, she doesn't really know like what her mom has been up to over the years. But her mom's basically part of a cult. But it's just like, even if you've seen the trailer, because that was the thing for me, that I saw the trailer and things happen in that movie that I just was not expecting at all. And I wish the more trailers were like that, because they give away everything anymore.
Say what though?
But yeah, in this, I like follow like a Facebook page of like witchy stuff, and someone was like, oh, what's like the most realistic movie that you've seen with like witchcraft and stuff like that, or the most like accurate representation? And people started talking about this movie and how they like went to go see it, and they're sitting there and they're like, whoa, who did their research on this? Because like all the cultish things, or the witchcraft, whatever you want to call it, it's all based on real stuff. Like these people who, I mean, they're like Wiccans and things like that. They're talking about how they went home and they like purified themselves, or like the people who rented the movie and watched it in their house like purified their homes, because they were so afraid that they had like invited some like dark entity into their home by watching this movie. And
when she told me that, I'm like, I got goosebumps again, because I was thinking about that movie. That's the most scariest thing you have ever said to me.
It's very original. And like I said, things, even seeing the trailer and reading like a synopsis or whatever, things are going to happen that you would not expect. No. And that it's it's really good. I mean,
please just go watch it.
It's so good. It's so good.
Oh my god, I had chills. I was scared. I was really scared. I was shaking.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Whew. All right.
On the topic of horror, another great horror movie that came out.
Halloween.
Hells yeah. Fucking Halloween.
My god.
I was not prepared for that movie to be as good as it was.
Okay.
I mean, I've seen all of them. I saw
quite a few. And this girl told me there's, 11 movies?
I don't even remember, to be honest.
Like, a lot of movies? I thought there was only, 3. I found out they made a lot more. I'm like, whoa.
Well, because there's, all the old ones, and then Rob Zombie made 2. It's just ridiculous. But this one, you don't have to see all those other ones.
Just the first one.
Just watch the original.
Yes.
And then watch this one immediately after. It's a great double feature. Jamie Lee Curtis is so kick-ass. I love... So it's got, her character from the first one. And then it's 40 years later or something like that at this point. Maybe 30. I don't remember when that movie came out. Jeez, buy glasses. So it's got her, Lori, I think that's her character's name. Her, and then her daughter and her granddaughter. And I loved their relationships together. It was one of those movies. I shouldn't even say this because I feel like it's a turn off to say it, but it was after the fact when I think it was when we were doing our review of it that I was like, man, that was a movie with some kick-ass women in it.
Mm-hmm.
So, what?
Well, a witch just ding-donged our doorstep.
No, someone trying to deliver food at the wrong place, but
no,
whatever.
I wanted it to be spooky.
Shut the hell up.
Oh.
Anyway, so, Halloween. I don't remember what I was saying because that lady fucked it up.
I will still take the Jimmy John's. No, you were saying the 3 women were badass.
Oh yeah,
but
they were.
It wasn't in your face.
It wasn't.
Women in your,
it wasn't
that are badass.
Ocean's 8, Ghostbusters with all. It wasn't that kind of thing. It was just an afterthought that I was like, oh damn,
dude,
nice.
The mom was the moms were badass.
Oh okay, yeah. Yeah.
It was the ending had my jaw dropped. And that's how you end a fucking movie.
Yeah. Hells
yeah. I really hope they don't make Incredibles 3. I like 1 and 2. And I hope it follows the steps of Halloween 1 and 2. Oh, wait, didn't you say they're going to make another movie?
Yeah, but when they wrote the story, they had planned... I think that they had so much of a story that they were like, oh, we have enough for 2 movies because it was going to be way too long. So they separated it. So they made this movie with the intention that they're going to make another one.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. Because before I heard that, I was like, God, please don't make another one. It was so good. Just leave it at that. But because this was so good, I'm like, all right, I have faith in another one.
Oh, okay.
So we'll see how that goes.
I do have faith. Damn. I can't believe that actor wrote or helped.
Oh, Danny McBride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That blew I was like, whoa.
Okay, but honestly, this movie, it has some humor in it. That little kid.
Oh, yeah.
That she was babysitting.
It was good humor, too. Because it was between the characters, and, you laughed with them. Oh, that kid was hilarious. Oh.
He was so funny.
Whew.
But, okay, so this next movie. I remember when we were watching this, and I just, I didn't expect it to be so funny. Like I saw the trailer and I was like, oh, that looks cool. I'm interested in it. But then we like laughed our asses off.
But the trailer didn't make it funny.
It didn't make it look like it was gonna be a comedy. So
throughout the whole
I don't know why I'm like keeping the title like a secret.
Oh, a simple
favor. Yeah, that was honestly that would probably be like my, I don't know, number 2 or 3. It was so good. It was amazing.
I will say 2.
So good. The chemistry between the 2 main characters, like they were so funny, but yet like the serious stuff was like, I don't know, the acting was really good. I loved once again, I loved the soundtrack to it, but it's like the guy that directed like Bridesmaids, and I actually didn't he direct Ghostbusters? I don't know. But he's done some other movies that I'm like, I should have known I was gonna love it because I love those other movies. But it's another one of those movies where like it's a thriller, but it's got like drama and it's got a lot of comedy. And it's so funny that even like the side characters, the people that you see for like a minute out of the whole movie,
they're funny.
They're amazing. Oh my god, I love the like moms that from the school where their kids go, and there's like one guy who's in the group of moms. Oh my god, he cracked me up. He's so funny.
And I love how it wasn't cliche, where you didn't figure it out. Me and her were like, where is this movie going?
Yeah.
Like, what is going on? And then we're like, oh.
I was so intrigued the whole time. I was just like, what's going to happen?
And then I was more like, whoa! Whoa! Damn.
All right, so.
Damn.
We've managed to separate that part of the list. And now we're on to, this would be number, well, shit, what is this, number 7? I can't do backwards counting, apparently.
Well,
yeah,
here's
7.
This.
But these are, it would be number 7.
These are obviously
but the next 4 are like
Marvel movies.
Yeah, they're all Marvel movies. I was like, God damn it, Marvel.
God, fuck you, Disney.
Okay, but
oh God, Disney's gonna hear this. They're gonna shut us down. No, I love you, Disney. This is why.
Take all my money.
Because you took my money for Ant-Man and the Wasp.
You took my money for. You're just like building it up. Ant-Man and the Wasp. I love Scott Lang. And I liked the first Ant-Man. I will never be over the fact that movie was supposed to be directed by one of my favorite directors, Edgar Wright, who did Shaun of the Dead.
Oh.
But because of creative differences, he left the movie. And there's still, like, when I watch this, I'm like, yeah, that's very Edgar Wright. Like, they tried to still do some of the stuff the way that he does it. But anyway, so I liked the first one, and I love the character. But this one was so much better. Like, it was way better. I loved it. Also, they should just make a Wasp movie because she's fucking badass. I was like, Ant-Man's the sidekick in this. Like, he is. Honestly, he's like, you gave her the ability to fly, and her dad's like, yeah, I could have gave that to you, but
and blasters.
I decided not to. Yeah, he's just like, no, he doesn't need to do that stuff.
Like,
He'll just fuck it up.
I know my daughter's a badass. Okay.
But yeah, it's funny, which isn't kind of. I mean, Marvel movies are still really good about being like an action like family movie, but let's be honest, like some of the other movies that came out last year were pretty damn serious.
Oh, yeah.
Especially that one, we'll get to that.
Oh, Jesus.
But it was like a breath of fresh air to have this superhero movie that was just a superhero movie. I mean, yeah, it fit into the MCU timeline and everything, but it I mean, there's stuff you have to know about. Like, you're like, why is he on house arrest? Like, that kind of thing. But, I don't know, it just seems so much simpler than the other ones, and that's what I liked about it.
No, I understand where you're coming from. I understand.
And I really liked Ghost.
She was cool.
I want her and Bucky Barnes to hang out together because I feel like they both, I mean, their lives have been fucked up. I just want them to be best friends. Bros.
Ooh, kill innocent people.
It's like that Predator meme of them grabbing hands and flexing their arms. Ooh.
Jam.
What?
I meant to say damn. I said jam.
Jam. Come on and sing, and welcome to the jam.
Hey. All right, the next one is Wakanda Forever.
I had to do it. I could not make that. Bombay.
Oh my. I cried throughout this whole movie, too.
It's so good. I'm just going to cry thinking about it.
Was so good. The Wakanda was amazing. Oh, like this beautiful, like colors and culture mixed with advanced technology. Like my brain was blown, dude.
You said beautiful, and I just started thinking about Michael B. Jordan.
I was thinking M'Baku.
Oh God,
what a beautiful man.
All the...
He was so funny.
Oh my God, yeah, I love him.
Oh, I love him so much. He's a little. Oh, I'm like, oh, no, don't hurt him, Black Panther.
Don't hurt him. Don't do it. Nah.
But I loved all the characters.
Yeah, me too. All of them. They're so good. They're so good.
Killmonger.
He's definitely one of the best villains in the MCU.
The creepy dude, my precious.
The Tolkien white guys. That was my favorite thing about that. Oh my God. The two white guys that were both in Lord of the Rings. Oh. Amazing. But it was
so pretty to watch on the IMAX.
Yeah.
And,
I love the, like, I don't know what you call it when he... like drinks the stuff and then he like sees his dad. It's so pretty.
I cry every time on that scene. I cry when Okoye and Nikita.
Nakia? Okay.
Nakia and T'Challa, and she's like, my prince, what she says?
I don't know what part you're talking about.
Like, my sister, my prince, were home, and he's like, oh, this never gets old. And they go in, I'm like, oh, I cry. The music was so good, dude.
Shuri is, like, one of my favorite Marvel characters after seeing that.
Yes,
I love her.
Also, it has a beautiful, like, after credits. I was really happy.
I love that. I love T'Challa so much, but I feel like that movie has, like, such a message that's, like, relevant today.
Oh, yes.
That's why that mid-credits scene when he says the wise build bridges while the foolish build barriers or something like that. I was like, damn, T'Challa, you tell him. I love that.
I really love that whole piece.
T'Challa's so pure.
But then also it had the purest after credits.
Wait, I don't remember what's at the end of the movie.
Bucky.
Oh, Bucky! I forgot. His little bun. Man.
So
dude, I remember when the first time we saw that, all of my friends looked at me because I was just like,
just started. Oh, but then.
Yeah, then we had all that happiness and
of
it
this
was
beautiful
just
movie.
Fucking broken.
Not broken, more like dusted off.
Wow, I'm triggered.
I'm
by
triggered
that.
too.
By
Infinity
fucking
War.
Infinity War. Ugh.
Infinity War.
Ew. Oh, God, I have a lot of feelings about that movie.
Dude.
I mean, who doesn't have a lot of feelings about that movie? But, dude. The first time, okay, even though I knew.
God damn it. Oh, Benny's being cute.
Even though I knew exactly how that movie was gonna start, I'm not kidding when I say exactly.
She played the play-by-play of what will happen between, like, no, not between, like, in the beginning of this goddamn movie, because it ends in Thor Ragnarok, and so I think she wrote half of this movie.
Yeah, I definitely wrote the part where he gets the life choked out of him. Jesus Christ.
We all just, like, looked at her when that whole scene was done. We're like, what the fuck?
Yeah. But, God, the first time we saw that, I remember that even though I was prepared for it, I did not laugh once until Guardian showed up.
Yeah.
Because I was like, Tony, stop making your stupid jokes. I don't care about this Ben and Jerry name drop.
Bullshit.
I just, like, even though my favorite thing about that movie is, like, the team-ups, like, especially at the beginning of the movie when it starts with, like, one or two characters and then one by one more of them join the fight. Mm-hmm. Like, with Iron Man and Doctor Strange and, like, Bruce Banner, and then, like, Spider-Man shows up. God, I love it. And I love with Wanda and Vision when, like, Cap shows up, and then you see Falcon and Black Widow. It's so well done each time that it's like a team up.
So many characters in one screen where all of us were like, oh, where is she? Oh, there she is. Oh, we want to see more of this and this and this.
Which is that's definitely a fault that it has, of where it's very ambitious and it has a lot of characters, so a lot of them don't get a lot of screen time.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll make up for it in the next one. But
they said the next Avengers Endgame. Avengers Halo 5.
Such a stupid name, honestly. But whatever. Mm-hmm.
Jesus. The title, when I first saw it, I was like, okay, who fucking did this? Calm down.
Did one of the Russo brothers' kids come up with the name for it?
But yeah, I wasn't prepared for it.
But that's what I'm saying, that, like, 10 years of movies were building up to this.
Oh, they said the next one is going to be 3 hours. I'm like, don't say it. How about you do it? Make it 4 hours, pussies.
Make it 24 hours.
Make it 1,000,000 years.
We're just following the actors around in their daily lives.
Yes.
They don't have a life anymore. They are their characters.
And I know that this movie crushed my heart. This next movie...
That was your boob.
Oh! This next movie will end me. Like,
it will end
I'll be like,
you.
Beep.
just die. You got a heart monitor attached to you, and just flatline.
As soon as the whole screen blacks out, like, after credits, after credits.
She just nopes out of life.
I'm just like, beep, beep.
Oh my god.
Beep, 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 beep. But,
speaking of movies that have a lot of characters.
Yes.
But
that still crushed my heart again.
It doesn't feel as crowded. And Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Honestly, like, I think it might be my favorite Spider-Man movie. And he's, like, one of my favorite superheroes in general.
I think it's my all-time favorite movie.
Oh, anything ever?
It's up there.
It's
with my movie list of my all-time favorites.
It's so good. I'm going public. I want to apologize because
Thank you.
She cried so much the first time we saw it. And I only cried like during one scene. And then we saw it a second time and I just cried the whole movie. The whole movie.
I am so glad you are putting this on record.
Sorry, yeah.
Because I am really mad. No, she made fun of me.
I was like, can you stop crying for 2 seconds? Every single time I looked at her, she was crying.
And then I was like, oh, I cried throughout the whole movie. And you're like, yeah, I saw. I noticed, but I didn't even dare to look at you because I'm so used to it. And I'm like,
because
Nicole.
I'm a cold-hearted bitch. That's why.
I'm like, Nicole, don't. And then she watched it the second time. She's like, I have a confession to make. I got so mad.
No, I didn't even have to confess because the lights came on at the end and I've got tears streaming down my face still.
Oh, and I was screaming at her. I'm like, bitch, you made fun. She's like, I know. But guys, I love that it was still a Marvel movie, a superhero movie, Spider-Man, and just so many characters, and it was fresh.
It was so
different. New. It had a good soundtrack.
It had an amazing.
It made me
feel soundtrack.
I cried throughout the whole movie.
Yeah.
Of just watching, oh my god, and going on Twitter and seeing all these kids going to see Spider-Man and they're standing like in front of the stand up for Spider-Man, and all these like just these black kids just.
As a white person, I'm tired of seeing white people.
I'm sorry. I know some people don't like this type of stuff. Like,
no, I just said it. Like,
yeah.
I want some diversity in my movies. I want to see something I haven't seen before. It doesn't matter that it's not Peter Parker. I mean, there's still Peter Parker, which that's part of the thing. The first time I saw it, why I wasn't as into it was because I was like, this is not my Peter Parker. This is not the same character that I grew up like admiring and everything.
They were different.
But the second time around, I was more attached to him and the others and like Miles. And I think that's why it got me more the second time around. But it was really nice to see a different character like go through a very similar story. Similar but new. Like, I still didn't know what was going to happen. And, like, I could still relate to it. It didn't matter that, I mean, I'm like twice Miles' age, but whatever. You know, like, it didn't matter if it was a white kid or a black kid. Like, I could still relate to him. And that's what's important about it. But it's time for, like, kids to be able to see someone who they're not used to seeing.
Yeah, Benny?
In the spotlight. Like, it can... that was the thing that got me the most when it was like,
and these kids
anyone can be Spider-Man. Anyone. And it's true. And that movie proves it right there. Anyone can be Spider-Man.
And just seeing that these kids are going to grow up with this masterpiece of a movie.
It's so good.
And I love how funny it was. I love how it made me cry. I love how I'm like, yeah, get him, Spider-Man, get him.
There's stuff. Once again, I'm glad that some studios are learning. They're even in like all the promotional material and how like they came out with all these clips of the movie. They still managed to keep someone out of it.
Yes.
Because we were like, whoa!
We watched it. We don't usually watch it with the public, but when I watched it, I was yelling. Yeah. Not yelling like disturbing the peace. More like when something just like shocking came in the movie, I'm like, what? Like yelling.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
Even one of our friends who went with like, I mean, he likes Marvel movies and everything, but he's definitely not on our level. He was like, dude, it was so good. So good.
I love how new it was too.
Mm-hmm.
I love animation movies, but this blew my mind. We saw it in 3D too. Oh.
It was pretty. I would even go pay to see it again, a fourth time. I would go see it in like IMAX or something.
Let's do it. I got that 25 gift card.
She's like, I got a gift card.
I
Let's
got a
go.
gift card. Let's go. Right now.
Okay, bye. Just slap the laptop shut.
It's a movie that I don't care if how old you are, who you are. I'm gonna recommend this movie, even if the person's like, I don't watch superhero. No, watch this movie.
Every person that I've told, because
it's a kids movie.
Like a lot of my family members have been like, oh, what's the best like movie that you've seen recently? I'm like, Spider-Man. And they all go, oh, the kids movie? Like, not necessarily in a negative way, but they're like, oh, the like kids one? And I'm like, okay, I understand that it's animated, so you probably, and it is only PG.
Yeah.
But
I know it's targeted to kids, but you gotta open.
There's no reason adults can't enjoy it.
Yes. Open your.
I mean, look at us. We're talking about how this was the best movie that we saw.
Yeah.
Like, it's so fucking good.
It's so good.
If this movie isn't nominated for an Oscar, even if it's best like animated picture, I'll take that. And if it doesn't win it, I'm gonna flip a table, like for real, because there's no way. There was no better animated movie that came out last year. No way.
I think that Incredibles, but Spider-Man. Yeah. no, but I'm sorry. I love you, Incredibles. Thank you for coming into my life, but Spider-Man will kick you off.
It was
because Incredibles was already an idea, but this is a new idea. Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse.
Mm-hmm.
God,
I love all the other Spider characters.
Yes, I love all of them. Oh, I keep listening to the soundtrack.
Me too. And
it's
not the kind of music.
Genre.
Yeah, it's not the kind of stuff I normally listen to, but I loved it.
That is the number one.
Yeah.
And I don't think I'll ever stop talking about them.
We'll have to do another episode where we talk about some of the other movies that we liked because we got too into it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, I forgot all the other ones.
Yeah, there were probably 6 or 7 other movies.
Hey, that's good. At least we have a honorable mentions movie. Video. Yay!
But yeah.
Sorry, guys.
We'll talk about some of the other really good movies that we saw.
Yep. And
some of the not so good movies. Not a lot, but there were some real poopy pieces of crap.
Poo-poo.
Poop-loop. But yeah, so if you haven't seen those movies, which I mean, I know I'm sorry that half of them were Marvel movies, but whatever. But you need to see all of these.
Mm-hmm.
All of them.
It's really good.
ASAP.
Please. I hope you watch one of them. At least one. And I hope this helps. Alright.
Yeah.
We did it! Top 10.
We did it! There were some movies that we disagreed on. Or stuff that like one of us saw but the other one didn't. Not a lot.
Yeah.
But that's something we'll talk about another time. So.
Alrighty.
Watch out for that one. And we gotta go see some fucking movies, man. I want to go see that Holmes and Watson that I heard is fucking terrible. Jesus. As I was just like, I feel like I know the really bad movies. I've read nothing but terrible things about it, but I still want to go see it.
Let's go see it. Alright, guys.
So until next time,
keep it real.